All right. Welcome back to I'm in Control podcast. This is the Charity.
This is Misha 08.
Why are you whispering?
I'm Jay.
And why do you say the 08? Like sometimes you're Misha, sometimes
I'm Misha.
Nobody calls you Misha 08.
Some people do in the streets.
Girl.
Okay, for the people who don't know you in the streets, please tell them what I'm in Control podcast is all about.
I'm in Control podcast is a mother-daughter podcast. And, you know, we talk about relationships, family, fun, fashion, traveling, Black Lives Matter, everything.
All of that.
Oh, it's a melting pot of things.
Yeah. And we do have one person missing from, you know, the usual crew. Mom,
Yes.
a.k.a. June Speak, a.k.a. the minister.
Of I'm in Control.
Yeah, head woman in charge, honestly, of our entire life.
Ooh, we get to say anything we want to say.
Anything goes. Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. You keep saying tomorrow.
If y'all don't know what that is, y'all follow, what's his name? Lil James?
Lil James.
Lil James
Tomorrow.
on Instagram. Tomorrow.
Yes.
I can't help it. So let's get into, I think I want to get into some hot topics. So
Let's do it.
Let's start with that nigga Derrick Jaxn.
Oh,
Yeah.
tell
Let's go
June
ahead
ain't
and
here. You can tell.
She gonna say,
Baby,
delete it.
delete it.
tomorrow.
Well,
Okay, I'm going to say this. I have never followed him, but I have seen him before. And I'm going to preface this with I already have issues with men pandering to women about what they need to do in order to either obtain a man, keep a man, or whatever. But whatever, he was helping a lot of women. So apparently he was a guru of sorts.
relationship guru, yeah.
And from what I've heard, he gave great advice, and you know he would be on there. But come to find out, Derrick was planting seeds all over the city.
Papa was a rolling stone.
Planting seeds like.
He got the woman pregnant. The doctor came out. She was like person number 3. I'm making that number up, but she was like multiple people in, and she claimed that she was pregnant in December of 2020.
Okay.
And that she had an abortion.
I wonder.
And I think she was the one
That
Yeah,
exposed
don't kill
him.
me. No, she
Yeah.
didn't expose him, but she's the one who said that he had told her him and his wife were like on the outs or separated or something
yeah.
like that.
Okay, so
They have receipts.
about this whole when you're separated, you're on the outs. Are you allowed to just be going out here, quote unquote, planting seeds? I don't know stipulations
Well,
with, you know.
What the rules are?
Yeah, what are the rules?
What are the rules? And what
Because
are the
is it like when you're on a break, when you're in a relationship?
Oh my God, like Jennifer Aniston. We were on a break. Shout out, friend.
Because when you're
Or
on a break,
Gab Union and
Yeah.
Wade or Edoxy and
And Luda.
Ludacris break babies.
I want to know what the rules are.
Okay, I'm gonna
When
say
you're married, no.
I'm gonna say
No, there's
I'm
no
gonna
breaks.
say no.
Right.
Okay.
That if you are
Legally married.
still legally married, that you should not.
Okay.
You should wait until your divorce is final.
And that ink has dried.
I mean, you
Literally.
technically don't have to wait till it's dry. As long as you signed your divorce papers,
Yeah.
you are free to
Yeah.
date.
Honestly, I'm thinking.
They were never on a break. Let's just talk about that. Derrick was just lying to these women, but they were never on a break. But to answer your question,
I think, let's say the people move out, they talk and they're like, this is going to work, which granted, I don't think he was doing that. I
No.
think he was really going, I
was
think the
cheating.
mistress actually went to the family's home
Oh,
to
she-
cheat.
yeah,
Yeah.
you didn't see the
She went
pictures?
over
She was
there
in the bed.
while the wife and the kids were like out of town
On
or something.
vacation.
Yeah. Yeah. It was a whole
goodness.
you
ordeal.
know, they keep calling it the marital bed. She was laying in his marital bed. She has pictures. What I don't like about the side chick, whatever she is, because she didn't know
But
she was
is she really
chick.
a side
Yeah, because she
chick?
didn't think she was. So let's not call her that.
Well, no. She's a side chick.
Which one?
because
She thought they wanted a break. It was one. It's so
that's still
many,
a side
child.
chick.
Well, let me tell you what she did. So I didn't like that she took her phone and snapped pictures of him while he was like bending over or he was walking to. I've seen it all.
Right.
And while he was bending over, walking, whatever, she never took a picture of them together. So my thing was this was already
she knew.
premeditated that if he ever stopped paying my bills, doing whatever, I'm a blast
You know
him.
what?
So I didn't like that. And
but-
she was in that woman's bed doing that.
In my
Raggedy.
bed.
Raggedy.
It was very raggedy. I feel like the whole
Somebody
situation.
sleeping.
in my bed, messing with my
Oh,
head.
you're singing the remix,
wait.
and
Yeah,
she's
you
singing
said
the original.
Drew Hill.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, back to
I do feel like, okay, off top, he was wrong.
Oh, yeah.
This is not a
Talk about the
situation
man.
where I feel like grace should be extended. Because when you are knowingly
Yes.
going against what you preach,
Yes.
and then have the nerve and the audacity to take your wife's hand and
Like this.
clutch it.
Let's show what
and
they're
make
doing.
her stay, be up there with you, and for her to go along with. And this is another thing, Mrs. Kev on stage too. I'm wearing one of her shirts today.
Shout out, Melissa.
Melissa Fredericks. She said that women should not be collateral damage in the growth of a man.
Mm-hmm.
And that is the absolute truth. Come to me whole, okay?
Well,
not broken. I don't need no broken man.
One thing about men, they do have the audacity.
They have it.
One thing they gonna have is the audacity.
And we as women need to start accepting more. But I feel
Expecting more.
But here's the thing. And I listened to these people called Ask the Martins. And they were also talking about even how the church system is set up in a patriarchy type thing where women are just told that they need to forgive. Like, you need to forgive. It was a mistake. We're not gonna get all into it, but look at John Gray and Aventer Gray, and I'm using it as an example. Let's say he made a mistake his first time publicly. In less than a year after buying that woman a Lamborghini truck, he still embarrassed that woman. And my whole thing is,
his family.
If you don't want to be with her, then
leave
leave
her.
her.
Yeah.
If it's not working, and I think that's the whole thing. I think we get confused as women, because what happens is people tell you before you get a divorce, seek all options, right? Mm-hmm. Do all the things that you need to do. Go to counseling. Have you prayed about it? Have you done this? Have you read this book?
Have you prayed about it?
What have you done? But I think as women, we think we are supposed to accept foolishness
Exactly.
because we are married.
Well, I actually had this conversation with my friend the other day about cheating, and one thing, just don't embarrass me. Like, don't. If you gonna cheat, I don't think I would tell anybody. I think I would take that L in silence. We're not gonna go out and make a whole video about it. Like, you're just gonna leave.
I'm not gonna be with my helmet of salvation on.
But
That
I have
was
my
a
helmet of
bonnet.
salvation on.
Yeah, Charity does have her helmet of salvation on. Yeah.
And the fact that people were coming for her.
Yeah,
Look,
I mean,
Whoa. They weren't. A lot of more people were actually defending her, saying like, "Why did he have her looking like that?" I feel like he manipulated her and was like, "Hey, we about to get on live.
yes.
Hey, we just
100%.
gonna do this."
Yeah.
So
And I'm not about to do this. I'm too old. I'm not about to do this. Stand by my man and hold your hand while you have publicly humiliated me.
Yeah.
And I think, I've watched this so many different times, and it's mostly women, because let me tell y'all something. I'm going to look directly into a camera. There is not one man outside of Will Smith who, they relationship supposedly, allegedly had been open back in the day, that is going to sit down and say,
hand.
yes, my wife cheated on me, but we're going to give this another shot. Men do not like to be humiliated. Even Will Smith looked like, I can't believe you got me up here,
Yeah.
but I'm going to sit here rolling my eyes, looking very disgusted and frustrated.
Right.
But no man is going to do that.
Right.
So
Exactly.
why are women expected to be, which is another thing we were going to talk about, ride or die? Like, I hate that. I
hate that term. I'm
because
gonna ask questions. Where are we
women-
going?
Oh, one thing about me, I'm a ride.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just ride. I'm leaving. I'm gone.
Oh, you're
But
gonna leave.
women-
Okay, I'm gonna
notice-
ask questions.
But women are expected. Notice it's ride or die chick. It's not
Never
a
the
ride or die
dude.
man
Right.
or dude.
Right.
It is the woman accepting all of your foolish behavior and mistreatment, and we're supposed to say, but I love you.
But I
So-
love him. He's a provider. He's this.
Girl,
Girl,
bye.
he's trash.
Well, I feel
bye.
like it's because women are afraid more so to start over. Like, guys have this idea that there's always someone else. There's always someone else
Yes.
they can date. There's
Yes.
someone else they can
Yes.
find. With women, it is harder to do that because we don't do the pursuing. So we have to wait for somebody to find
to, like,
us
choose us?
technically. Right. So if we have that already and we try to work through that, then that's why we're like, oh, I don't want to start all the way over. I'm
What
just
did you
gonna
say
deal
one
with it.
time, Jhene? You said something about we were talking about a situation of someone that we know.
Right.
And you were saying, I think she's choosing the lesser of.
Well, like when people choose the lesser of two evils, it's the devil you know.
Yeah.
Because so people, what they tend to do, like, okay, I know this person. He ain't all of this or that.
Right.
But when you go start over, I have a friend that be like, she said, she was just joking, but she said, my spouse knows where all my dents are. I don't have to show some like dents on your body. You know, they already know what everything looks like. You don't have to go and do all these other things. But I think that we're telling people, you know, we're sending women down the wrong path, in my opinion.
I agree.
Me being said woman, because for me, I'm going to get into my own business today. First of all, I did not have a Derrick Jaxn situation, but I was married for 21 years and I'm currently separated and pending divorce. And it was not because of infidelity.
It's amicable.
It's amicable.
Girl, spell amicable.
Girl.
AMICAB. Girl, you know I can spell.
Okay.
I'm about to do INDE.
It is amicable. I can't say it. But it's just like what Charity said. It is one of those things where we have stayed for a long time and we are like, ooh, can we do this? Instead of acknowledging after you've done, you know, where you feel like you've done enough or you've done all that you could and it still didn't work. There's still a fear. Like, I was with my husband more than half of my life. Yeah. So the whole thing of starting over and living by myself, and that was very daunting, but it's a necessary thing. And I, you know, I feel like while it was an adjustment, you just got to do it. Indecision is still a decision.
Right. Shout out June Speaks. She taught us that.
So the whole thing about it is, she did.
I literally cannot stand this person to the right of me.
But it's one of those things. You have to get to a point where, first of all, you got to cast out the 1,000 opinions you're going to get one way or the other. And you have to, for me, it was more about being prayerful about my decisions. And I knew that the decision that we were making was the right decision for us. So that's that. That's all you're going to get on that.
Hey, love that for y'all. Love it.
I know. Everybody's story is different. However, it was hard, a decision.
Right.
And then it was hard to actually, you know, move on it.
Okay, so what you're saying is, because, you know, y'all are in the middle of the divorce, you may or may not have a hot girl summer when the ink dries. Is that?
Hey, look, the ink must be dry. You know, I feel like we have children and we have, you know, even though they're older and stuff like that.
They're not about to let you wild out.
They already told me I can't be for the streets.
You can't be for the streets.
Yeah, you can't be where I am. You cannot be on the highway.
My boys, even my daughter, they are not.
Yeah. Pray for her.
Almost 6:30. No, 6:35 is a lot of traffic. I'm more of like the tollway.
The tollway?
Oh. Yeah. It's like the Autobahn.
You know, it goes like really fast. The tollway. It's like zoom. Right.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. I feel like out of respect, you know, you should wait. Like,
So,
and then when you get out of a relationship that you've been in for so long, you just not ready to jump back in.
Yeah.
So, Kamisha, are you gonna have a hot girl summer?
Probably so.
No, absolutely not. I didn't have. Well, I was gonna say I didn't have one last year, but I don't think anybody did. We're all stuck in the house. Stuck in the house bored. But no, I actually saw a meme that was so perfect. It said, "I'm not gonna have a hot girl summer. I'm gonna have a warm summer." Like, I can't do some of the things that y'all do, but I'm gonna do it, but not what y'all doing. It's gonna be
okay. It's gonna be warm. It's gonna be lukewarm.
Yeah, like I can stick my toe in it. Like,
yeah, I'm having like a spicy spring right now. Yeah, it's a warm up. Spicy spring.
You better be glad your mother is not here for this.
Yeah,
I mean, you know, sometimes in life you just got to go for it.
She gonna hear it and call you and be like, "Now, Charity,
I'm gonna pray this out of you.
Yeah, let's pray it out of you, girl."
I'm gonna say, well, I'm just have to get it.
She gonna say, "I'm gonna pray the spicy spring as far as the east is from the west.
The north is from the south."
Okay, so I feel like, honestly, going to hot girl summer, I feel like, you know, when it gets warm outside and you close your eyes and you can smell the Casamigos and you just want to like go outside, spend $100 and ruin your life, everybody's breaking up. J-Lo and A-Rod, they broke up for a little bit. They got back together
because of the public push, and everybody was so upset. Like when Luby's closed.
You sound upset. First of all, that Luby's is closed.
I'm glad that's your mic.
Yeah,
because the way you was.
Why is she upset that Luby's closed? Like,
no, remember when Luby's?
I heard that. Yeah,
remember when Luby's?
I was
closed?
mad though.
Okay, real quick, Luby's was closing, and then all of a sudden, all the people got upset, and then they're like, "No, we're not closing."
Yeah, we're not closing.
So that's what happened with J-Lo. Everybody was like, "Oh my god, they're splitting up, and then they're like, oh, we're working
joking.
on it.
Oh, okay. Well, anyways, so they got back together.
Yeah.
And then who else broke up?
Saweetie
and Quavo. But that's because Saweetie did get a little disrespectful in that interview. She did. No, wait. She did with Just LaBoy.
They were already together. They weren't
Justin
together.
Combs.
She made that clear
during that interview.
She made that clear that they had just recently broke up.
But she didn't have to tell that man business
That's
like that.
true.
What did she say?
That is true.
She was pretty much just talking about like how he would send her money. It sounded like she ran him a little bit.
Oh.
He was like, oh, he send me money when he mess up and he got to do this, and that.
But this was the thing. I think people are just automatically thinking that it was Quavo because that was just her most public relationship. But no, she's saying that she's dated other people before that.
Well, the way
I don't know.
We're gonna get as current as today. The way he was swinging her around in that elevator.
They said he called Jay-Z to figure out how to push that under the rug.
I was like, they need to find salons. What they need to do.
First of all, in the comments of the Shade Room, I was so disappointed in the women saying, well, he didn't even hit her. It's not like he hit her.
Well,
first of all,
she was limping when she got up.
Wait.
You're not going to be swinging me around in no elevator.
He did not hit her from what I saw.
But what does that...
They tussled over a bag. It was probably something in the bag.
Hold on, let me tell you what was in the bag. It was Call of
finish?
Duty. They was fighting over a Call of Duty PlayStation bag.
Hey, you want to let me finish?
It was something in there. Maybe it was money in there.
You want to let me finish?
It was a Call of Duty.
Okay, so they're tussling over the bag, and he did not hit her. They were just, swaying back and forth. And of course,
tussle with your. Oh, sorry. It was tussling.
You know what? Have you ever just wanted to like log off? I log off quite frequently when Kamisha's around.
Turn my mic off.
But I don't think he hit her. I think they were just, in an argument and heated debate.
Would you want to be handled like that though? And I think, that's the thing between the youth and then people like me. So
Girl,
I'm about to be 44. What I'm not going to do is to be manhandled by a man, because then you would get my hands too. And my whole thing is, if we're having to do all of that, I don't want it.
Yeah.
I don't want it.
This is my thing. Even though, okay, if you want to just look at it, and we don't know what happened before the elevator. We don't know what went on in the hallway until the cameras caught them on the elevator. What I noticed, because it all came out today, is that when he realized it was a camera in the corner, it was kind of like, oh crap, there's a camera.
Right.
That was one. Mm-hmm. She laid there when the elevator came open, and he was just looking at her like, you gonna get up?
Mm-hmm. Right.
And then she takes him in to get up, and she's visibly limping. She could have been intoxicated. Something's going to come out between now and the end of the week. She's going to, whatever. But my thing is the tussling. Like you said, if a man is not giving me a kiss on my neck, shout out Erykah Badu, or like caressing me, holding my hand, protecting me, if there's any type of tussling or any aggression, that to me is some form of abuse.
And
I'm sorry.
They
weren't play fighting.
I tell my daughter too, don't run up. Stop, because Jordan showed me a part of the video that hadn't been shown earlier, and she does swing on him outside. They're obviously having some type of altercation in the hallway, and you, from the camera's view, you see her swing. Now we don't know what happened before that,
right?
But my whole thing is, I'm gonna tell y'all women too, quit throwing keys, slapping men, punching on their forehead. Kicking them in the, stop doing all that unless you are defending yourself. But just, we also have to be careful about how we approach a situation and express our anger, because if you hit a man and he hit you back, he might be well within his rights to hit you back. You would hope he wouldn't, but we can't be attacking men either, because can't no girl be slapping on my son either. Now, I told them, hey, grab.
I never hit a girl, but I'll shake the out of you. That's what Kanye said, or whatever Kanye said. Anyways, so
basically, just if you gonna run up, you gonna get done up.
Get done up.
Run up, get done up. Y'all are ghetto.
Kamisha's like ghetto. Zoe's Infinite Playlist or whatever that show is. It's some show that comes on TV now that the girl has a playlist and they do all these dances in the background because she thinks in musicals. That's
me.
I feel like that
is so me. I think of music.
I do too.
I think that's you.
It might be a Libra thing because I'm a Libra.
But you say I'm not a Libra every time you talk.
But you're like a Libra. I don't know. You're. Really
do you believe in astrology?
I do.
No, I mean I believe in like the characteristics. We could talk about that one day. I believe that
we're literally talking about it right now.
Okay.
I mean, better while your mama ain't here.
Oh yeah, you're right. Okay. Next time, okay. I believe that I am a Libra through and through. So I do believe. I don't believe in like the stars and like the universe and all that, because God created the universe. So God is the universe. But like
Oh,
Like
MG.
like rolling right.
Okay.
So do Libras have ADD too? Like,
They
what is
do.
wrong with you?
I thought you were really doing rolling right per
ADHD.
You know, rolling right on the
Finish the characteristics.
Anyway, so I do believe Jhene. I just posted it the other day
About Aries.
Jhene and Jordan are Aries through and through, and I believe that I have more of the Libra side. You're on the cusp of Libra and
Scorpio.
You're more Scorpio.
Oh.
I'm a Libra.
I disagree.
I'm born on
Scorpio
the third day of being a Libra.
Like, do you know how charming I am? Like, I go out and people gravitate toward me. They love me. It's like, it's the easiest thing.
Okay.
I've never like gone out and people are like, oh my God, Misha. But I go out and people.
My whole life is a stage.
Your whole life.
My career is based on being charming and beautiful things.
Well, but I'm main character. So.
Oh, they're fighting over who's the best Libra.
But also, okay, so one of my friends is really she's really into astrology. So she was like, well, what's your rising and what's your moon and what is your all of that?
Tell Rebuka. We believe in Jesus. Girl.
Well, anyways, my moon is Sagittarius. And she was like, that makes sense because you get argumentative and blah, blah, blah. And I was like,
I don't know.
Your moon is Sagittarius. My rising is Sagittarius, but my moon is Aries.
I've never looked that deep into it. My moon is Jesus Christ, the Son of Nazareth. Y'all tripping.
No, it's just
what's next on the docket. What's next on the docket?
No, listen. It is about where the planets lined up
when you were born.
They're in some type of planetary. When you're born, the universe is okay.
Well, God, guess what? God made the universe.
I know. So they're just saying that when you were born, the moon was in Aries, or the
okay, Lil Nas. Okay, Lil Nas.
No, he is definitely on one.
But for real, I'm gonna pray for him. There's something wrong with that little boy.
And some people think he's trolling.
I think he's really just.
When you really denounce God, when you really sit there and say, I don't believe in Jesus, I don't believe in God, and then you try to say you're trolling. No,
apparently,
have fun in hell.
He was on.
That's where God can forgive. Let me fix this.
Right. You can't, first of all.
But God can forgive, but you don't denounce God.
You cannot condemn anybody to hell, though.
And then no blasphemy. But he said.
He literally said he didn't believe in Jesus.
They said I didn't, of course, watch the video.
See? Playing with
God.
I didn't watch the video, Lord. I didn't. He was on.
Wait, hold on. Jhene be on TikTok watching them tarot card readings. Jhene be like, "Ooh, what this card say?"
Seriously, she stay on TikTok. TikTok needs to sponsor her.
But no, listen. Oh, you done got me hot, Lord. I wasn't about to say nothing against you, okay? They said he was in the video on a stripper pole going from heaven to hell.
And dancing, and I didn't watch the video either. He was giving Satan a lap dance.
Only
this is getting weird.
Let's take the devil out.
Talk about him.
We're not going to let the devil ride.
We not.
What was that song? Don't let the devil ride. How it go?
That must have been before my time because I don't recall that song.
It's an old Negro spiritual.
But I do
know it.
Hold up the lights.
Oh,
yeah.
Save the world from darkness.
Too high.
I can't harmonize.
Way too high.
I take the top and I take the bottom.
Okay, y'all.
I'm
one
Michelle.
of these episodes, we're going it's gonna be.
Let's do our
boom,
music.
Boom.
Like we did over the holidays. Let's do a music challenge with Charity and.
Oh, I'm not in it.
I'm not gonna do that on the podcast.
I'm vocally challenged.
No. Okay. Anyways, y'all pray for us day by day because honestly, we need prayer. Little Nas X needs prayer. Saweetie needs prayer.
But let me.
Derrick Jaxn needs prayer.
Jump back on.
Derrick Jaxn needs to just stop lying. How about that?
I mean, somebody be lying.
She on the breastplate of righteousness. But let me just say that Lil Nas X, God can't forgive. But he just has to. He
don't want it. He said he don't believe in no God.
And he believes in God, then God will forgive him.
Okay, talking about forgiveness, I'm gonna switch into therapy a little bit.
Okay,
so
girl.
How do y'all feel about people always wanting Black women to be perfect and they can't have any feelings and we're considered like the strong one, and it's almost like we are considered a therapist? Yes. Like if you look into, let's say, like a Black male who was raised by his mom, they think she is like has all the keys to success.
Right.
That's a lot to put on somebody.
It is.
So how do you fix that stereotype of black women being,
I think,
known as the strong one?
Well, I just wanted to say, I love IG, so I follow a page called Self Care Gang, and they did say something along the lines of, I am not strong. I have my days. I can be weak. I'm delicate. I'm a flower. And quit making me seem like that when you put tea, in me, that I won't get hot or whatever the case may be. Like, I don't wake up strong every day.
But we have to stop putting out that we're so strong too. And we need to start telling people what it is that we really need and the things that are really wrong. And
your words.
Yeah, because people always say, oh, but you're so strong. But I don't want to be all the time. I don't necessarily, I feel like it's a good quality to have, but don't hang your hat on me being strong, because that is tiring, being everything for everybody. And everybody is allowed to have a bad day or off moment or a bad time in their life. But you're like, oh, but you're so strong. Oh, I didn't check. You're so strong.
You're a black woman. I didn't check on you because you're so strong.
Check on me.
Yeah.
Well, that goes back into, y'all are saying women are considered the ride or die. And that's because we're considered to be,
I will not ride or die with you.
No.
Well, yeah, but
I've decided.
I'm saying, like, if I'm gonna be with somebody, they gotta be stronger than me. I'm a lot.
Oh yeah.
But I don't want to say that's hard to find, but
I think
it's gonna take It's gonna take a special person.
It's respect. I think it's mutual respect and meeting people where they are, and we have
in friendships as well.
Yes.
Okay.
I do believe that. I think a lot of the times we don't speak what we desire, and we settle a lot of the times, or we don't want to show people certain aspects of ourselves. But with a man, okay, I want a man who's strong. When things come up, like they can handle it, or like handle me emotionally as well. However, I also want to be that person for him, to let him know that if he's safe with me. So if you're safe with me, you're safe to express how you feel.
What about friendship wise?
Same. If we're friends?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like, I'm not saying that there's like a weaker person in the friendship. I feel like you have to have friends that are just as strong as you are.
Not in different areas. They're not going to be strong in the same areas.
In the same areas, right.
But how you can combat them always leaning on you is set boundaries.
Right.
Because what you're not going to do
is dump on me.
Thank you.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
We can have an open discussion, but hey, if you keep taking back your cheating boyfriend,
yeah,
that is between you and him.
I can't take that on every day.
I'm not taking it on.
Yeah.
I hate telling my friends like stuff that happens, because they don't be forgiving people like I do.
No.
And it's so annoying.
I just told Jhene that the other day. I was like, because I was saying, like, when I get married, I know this friend over here, she's not going to tell me every little thing. Right. I know this friend's not going to tell me every little thing. Like I was talking about my other friends that are about to be married or whatever. Mm-hmm. I said, but I tell y'all so much, like I'm an open book. But I said, I feel like I lost my train of thought.
No, you had two thoughts. What you had said that one was, why do women, this is separate, women forgive the man
and not the friends? That's what makes me mad.
So like, if you have a friendship, y'all fall out.
We're about to talk about it.
Yeah.
Y'all fall out, y'all get into it.
Over the smallest of things. She left me at the club. She ain't loyal. We all been friends 13 years. She left me at the club. Right. I'm done with her. She ain't loyal. I got her another bestie. But he can go have a baby on you. Well, girl, I took him back. That's my man.
Right.
I've had friends literally cut me off for the dumbest of stuff, but still with dudes that don't even claim them.
Let's talk about this hurt.
No, I'm serious.
Okay. Are you okay?
Oh, I'm completely fine. Okay. Obviously, we were never friends. You was always a hater.
No.
Love that for you. But
we were friends in that moment.
I think that you
were friends in that moment.
I think that you do have to mourn friendship breakups, though, and that is a real thing. You can't just say, like, I'm fine.
Right.
Like, I don't really lose friends because, like I said, I'm a Libra. People love me. It's, like, natural. So... But I have seen people fall out, and I can't comprehend. I can't comprehend it. I don't know. Maybe because also I am the person that tries to fix things. So I'm not just going to let somebody leave. And I know, what did Tyler Perry say? If somebody wants to walk out of your life, let them go.
Yeah.
But I don't always be letting people go. I think
that's a little toxic.
I am toxic.
It is toxic.
You are. I think you're very toxic. But back to what we were saying. Well, what you to your point about,
you can't
like,
tell
let's
your
say
friends
you're
your
dating
business all the
somebody
time.
and y'all had a big fight, because Charity's very secretive as well. I don't want to say secret. She's just very private.
Yeah.
So she lets you know what she wants you to know. I'm just like, girl, he did this, and he did that, and he did
Right.
that, whatever. But Jhene is not judgmental, and neither is our cousin Kia. So they'll listen.
Y'all notice you didn't say me. That's fine. Keep going.
Okay, anyway. So what I'm saying is, let's say you're telling us about a guy, and then, you know me, I'm going to be like, where he at? I'm pulling up. I'm about to throw a rock through his window, whatever.
Yes.
But then 2 days later, you're like, oh, we're back together. And I'm like, nah, girl, forget that. Where he at? I'm pulling up, got the Vaseline on my hands, earrings off, sugar ready to go in the tank. Ooh, I kind of had a flashback. Oh, God. Bringing it back. But that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why you can't. That's why you can't tell everybody every little detail, because your family and your close friends won't forget.
I know.
You know?
I only tell people stuff when I know
that
like
you're
it's
done.
Yeah. And then I'll be like, this is what
But
happened.
I called Jhene for every little thing.
No, people ain't gonna know.
Like, oh my God, he has to text me back. And she's like, girl, I'm at work.
I be looking at the phone like,
what she want?
ooh, child.
Can you call a therapist?
Black women can be your therapist.
you're right.
Black women cannot be your therapist.
I don't consider Jhene my therapist. But you should be a counselor. Are you bugging your eyes? But she should be a counselor.
Honestly, one time we're gonna call in. We're gonna have our cousin Kia call. Yeah. And she could be a therapist.
She really could.
She
sees both sides.
She does. She has the ability to see both sides of a situation. She is an unbiased third party, and she will hear you out to the end. She will listen, and then you leave so enlightened.
But she'll give you pure, honest, educated, thought out, advice.
Right.
Well, and it's not like she's forcing her. She's like, but do what you want to do.
Do what you want to do.
Yeah.
However.
And she really means that. I'll be like, girl, you're going to jail.
I can't wait. I actually have a new therapist I'm trying next week. Okay. She's Black.
I didn't know that.
So we're going to see, what happens. I know. It's the small steps. I was actually with my friends out at brunch this past weekend, and they were telling me, they said, Charity, if we're going to be honest, you need to date a man that is actively in therapy. And I said,
oh, no, I agree with that. No, I do agree with that.
Yeah, they were being very honest. They were just like, because that means he is working through himself.
I agree.
And everybody needs to talk. But when men are not, in therapy, or they're going to hold something back that then makes the relationship fall apart in some way.
Okay, what if he's not actively in therapy because he's traveling or finances or something?
If he has been.
Yes, that's a great point.
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
That's a great point.
At this point, I need you to be whole.
Yes.
But Jhene, nobody's ever really whole.
Nobody's ever really whole, but some people are like, when they do not, even if, let's say it's not therapy. Let's say they have a mentor or somebody that they're seeking.
A big brother.
They're just really actively trying to work things out, see different points of view. I like that. I applaud that. I think men don't have enough outlets.
Black men especially, they're so scared of therapy.
They are so scared of therapy.
Get your thoughts.
Charity. They are so scared of therapy. And I just do feel like, don't come to me all broken in pieces. I know in life we go through stages. So I'm not saying that. I'm not saying when you say for better or worse, there won't be something that comes up. But what we as women are doing now is accepting subpar men and what they do and how they handle us and how they treat us and whatever. So what, your daughter like him? And
right.
Is he doing what he says he's going to do?
Because baby, I'm not the Potter's house wants to put you back together again. I'm not the Potter's house. I'm not trying to put you back.
Kamisha, you can't be on nobody's staff at nobody church. They're going to say, Mammy, you're broken. You're in pieces.
I'm just saying.
I think
like,
we all
be
have
whole.
I think
y'all are asking for a lot for people to be. I get what you're trying to say.
At my age versus your age, there should be different
Jhene,
levels.
you act like I am 20 years old.
I know, but it's a small gap.
How many years younger are you?
We're not aging people.
Well, first of all, I'm 32.
Oh, 12.
And I'm 33.
So 12 years, that is, girl, bye. That is a difference. However, a man in his 40 should be a little further along than a man in his 30s.
Early 30s, I should say.
That he really should be. There should be some life lessons he's already experienced. I'm not as far along as somebody that's in their 50s.
Yeah.
But my whole thing is I am actively working on myself. I have flaws. My temper can go 0 to 100 like my mama.
Real quick.
We are all working on these things. I think for me, what we have to realize and recognize, and this is one thing I've been pointing out, is our triggers. And then we have to make sure that we don't take past things that are unresolved and put those things onto other people.
I've got a great question for both of you. What are your triggers, like in any situation? So I'll say maybe a friendship. What triggers you to kind of snap a little bit?
Ooh.
Kamisha, Misha, I'm sorry. We'll start with you. What triggers you?
I love the fact that trigger has become like such a popular word in the last couple of years.
Well, Jhene Aiko had like a song.
Yeah, she did.
Trigger.
Yeah. I love that song.
So you're going to answer the question?
Oh, yeah. I just love how we just say trigger to normalize and all that. In our community is so annoying.
Go get to the point.
Okay. My triggers in friendships, I would say, I have quite a few, but I don't like, I'll just speak on girls. I really don't like how girls if I feel that they're boy crazy, especially at our age.
Okay.
30s.
It triggers you a little bit. Like always talking about a man.
Always talking about a man, or like, oh, I'll hang out with you, girl, if I don't have a date. Or like, if such and such calls and I'm, he doesn't call, then I'm free. I'm not your afterthought. Like,
that's the real trigger. That's the
real trigger. It's making me feel like he came before. Like, girl, I've been knowing you such and such years, and you waiting on him. Girl, and he's still not claiming you. Like,
okay, so Jhene?
My trigger, I think overall, is possibly not being heard.
Yeah.
I could say definitely not being heard, or that's the major one.
Not being heard or seen, kind of the same thing.
Heard or seen.
Yeah.
It'd be other people that know. Based off your based off things of the past or situations, I think it's not being heard or seen.
Yeah.
And that will
because they kind of intertwine.
That will get me like, hey.
I vibe with that a little bit because I feel like I'm never heard though. But also I don't always speak up.
Charity said nobody listens to me. She
nobody,
says all the time.
Legitimately nobody ever. And I be right most of the time.
You know what I think it is? It's because you're so like, with it. It's like a, like
it's like,
are we barking on the show?
Help the bell. What did he say? Mystical.
He said, if you see me in a fight with a bear, help the bell. No, okay, I didn't really know that, but I was just saying for us, I think sometimes it's because you can come off a little abrasive, but then I'm like,
wait, what?
Like, if you don't feel like you're being heard because you didn't speak up, that's one. But I think in our relationship, sometimes I might not really hear it because it comes off like, you know what I mean? But I'm like, that's Charity's way of saying she loves me. Like, okay, we can just be honest. Like, your way of like, did you go to the gym today? You fat. Girl, you big. Girl. Or she DM'd me just today on Snapchat of the outfit that I posted and was like, you can't wear that anymore. Send it to me. Charity, I can still wear it, but you're basically calling me fat, which then I have to pull back the layers and be like, oh, she'll have to go to the gym. Like,
but honestly, I don't think you could wear those pants anymore.
I really can. Charity, you don't see.
So what? Let me tell you what triggers me. I don't like when people lie.
Okay.
Oh, just don't say anything. No, I am big on, you don't have to make up a lie. Just don't say anything.
Okay, gotcha.
So if you don't want to do something, don't be like, oh, I gotta go.
Oh yeah,
I gotta go run this errand. You don't have that errand to run. Just say I don't want to do it.
Gotcha.
But here's my thing. Charity just brought up one of the biggest triggers for me. And
she was detailing her triggers. She just said she don't heard.
I've never heard.
She's never.
People really don't love me, guys. Honestly, even in this podcast,
love you, Charity.
Even in this podcast, I feel unheard, and
I was listening to her,
and she's still cutting me off. So y'all see what happens quite frequently, and I'm supposed to be running, the boards here.
She's the producer,
but it's fine. Jhene, go ahead.
It's fine.
She's the producer. I'm the DJ.
Girl, Spinderella, you can get kicked out real quick.
Spinderella got kicked out. Oh, let's not, because I like her.
Mine is, and I think it goes back to what we were talking about earlier. When we were talking about Aries or
astrology,
whatever. I don't like feeling like you played me.
Oh yeah, don't play me.
Don't You will get the absolute worst out of me. You will see Fred and June. Fred and June, I'm gonna tell you right now,
10 out of 10.
It's a horrible.
Do not recommend.
I would not recommend it.
You don't want to get her dad Fred, just so people that don't know, her father
You
Fred.
don't want Fred. You don't want none of that.
Or June speaks before she was covered
BC.
in the blood.
BC. Before Christ.
Before Christ.
Because after Christ, she's good. But before Christ, run up and get done.
So my thing is, I as a person, I give a lot of people a lot of chances. So
a lot of grace.
You Libras, y'all cut people off, okay?
By the legs.
Y'all be like, oh, that didn't work. Me, I be like, oh, I'll give you a chance. Oh, okay. They didn't mean it. Oh, you apologize. Okay. But the moment I feel like you're playing me or taking my kindness for weakness, I will let you know that I am not weak. And it really
I ain't the one or the two.
There you go.
There it is.
I don't like being played. Period. I don't like feeling like you, especially if I've been genuine with you. Yeah. And then you really play me. Then what people don't understand about my personality, because a lot of people are like, oh, Jhene's so nice, whatever. Yeah, I'm nice. I'm cool, whatever. However, that is the only time there's no coming back. If I'm giving you chance after chance and then you play me, you can't come back. I don't care. So you can try.
Y'all heard that?
The door is closed, in the word that Nene leaks. The door is closed.
Y'all, I mean, I have a therapy session next week, but it might, Jhene might need it because she is really
going in.
Yeah, like my questions are really getting to her, and I love this. Love this breakthrough. Yes,
I love this for you.
Charity said, I love this for you. Charity said, Jhene, have you started your therapy yet? And I was like, oh no, I'm gonna wait till June. She goes, I think you should go.
Yes.
Like, what would be the purpose of waiting?
Why you wait till June?
Well, she was letting Jor, her daughter, she just turned 18 last weekend.
I don't care. No.
I know,
just because other things are happening does
not matter. Yeah. Your mental health is worth you going to therapy.
You need to go now.
I'm gonna go.
But back to you saying you haven't been heard. Is there anything else that is triggering?
No, we can.
Are you mad at a friend right now?
We can talk about it later. It's fine.
Oh, okay.
It's okay.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
But Jhene, I mean, if it's money that you have a problem with to get to therapy, you know these stimmies hit.
Oh, yes.
Girl. Actually, I have EAP, so I have no excuse. Okay. But these stimmies hit, girl.
What's EAP?
Employee assistance program.
Kamisha
I'm not corporate.
I'm not. We don't have
corporate
in forever long.
Yeah, I encourage everybody to use their EAP. Usually, you get free therapy sessions with it.
That's dope.
Yeah,
you really do. I have that with Tickle Pink.
Okay, Kamisha be somebody lying again.
Don't even have an
y'all, my somebody lying next week is going to be top notch. I just want y'all to know that. That's my
top
segment.
notch. Get the most.
So,
oh my gosh, you in this playlist?
Yeah. I honestly should be an A&R.
Okay, like Pam was in that one episode that didn't last and they got canceled. Okay, so about these stimmies, I was at the mall.
Oh my God.
What happened at the mall?
The way the lines are out of control.
I have not been to the mall.
First of all, they closed Zara down on a
you did
Sunday.
Say that.
What do you mean they closed it down?
Black.
Too many. I guess there was too many people. Like they
said,
Zara
forget it. Zara
really?
said,
they made so much money Saturday. She did tell me that.
They said, forget it. We're closed.
Maybe the registers didn't work.
No. And then the lady at Forever 21 had said to mom, because she was looking for something for Jordan, had said, oh, yesterday was a nightmare, which was that Saturday. She was like, it was a nightmare. It was just too many people. First of all, y'all need to be buying life insurance, invested in the stock before y'all go hit up and get some Gucci slides.
Wait a minute.
Gucci
you can't
slides,
tell people what to do with their stimulus check. You cannot. It's different if they have a gang of kids and they haven't eaten and they're going to spend it on nonsense, and that's ridiculous.
Take your kids on vacation. Some of these people got like 15 G's.
But
they should take their kids on
vacation. The people that are getting stimulus, some of them have jobs, so it's just like extra money. So they don't have to, like, they can do it. I don't believe in telling people what they do with their stimulus. I mean, everybody don't get stimulus, so
have you been to the dentist? I mean, is your mouth okay?
Instead, people just hop into
y'all worried about the wrong. Y'all all in people's
bowling
pockets.
Crab. They crab. They ain't gonna be no more crab. The crab is tired. Y'all remember this time last year, or was it 2019, when everybody was going to get the Popeyes chicken? 2019,
yeah.
And they kept showing them Popeyes chicken workers like this. That's how the crab is. Ain't gonna be no more crab and crawfish because y'all keep eating up the crab and crawfish. I got my stimulus check.
Well, Moneybag Joe, all I really need from Moneybag Joe is for him to cancel my student loans. That's all he can do for me.
Period, Joe.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
Just let you guys know, the baby boomers, Moneybag Joe
It's Biden.
It's Joe Biden.
Our president, Joe Biden.
We're calling him Moneybag.
I mean, he throwing out this money.
Mom is going to
left
get
and right.
us. She gonna get us. Moneybag is a rapper, first of all.
Because you remember when Matt Lauer did not call President Barack Obama president?
What do you call him?
And
Barack?
Mom tweeted him and said, "That is Mr. President."
Did he reply?
Is not Barack Obama. I don't know, but you know.
Oh, you said Matt Lauer. I thought you were
Lauer.
saying Mike Lauer.
Mike Lowry. Kamisha, like at some point,
I literally thought you see the way I was looking at you? Just mute me then, girl.
you're going to mute the whole show. That's what's going to have to happen. But we are going to wrap up here. Did y'all have any, closing remarks? I feel like we had a mouthful this episode.
All hearts, mind clear.
Because Jhene just had an entire
She did.
meltdown
God.
in front of the camera.
Break down.
And here comes Kamisha with the jukebox. Like, Jesus Christ.
We don't know how to act when Mom. Wait till Mom.
We had so much freedom.
Wait till she watches this.
And, oh my God, we all getting on the FaceTime call. The next episode
I'm
is
gonna
going to be
decline
very. She'll be mad at you. The next episode is going to be very. We're going to be back to holy water.
No, we're not going back.
Oh,
I'm never going back, never going back. No, you can't make me. You're supposed to be the jukebox,
wait.
and that's.
No,
I got enough with petty dudes.
Oh.
You still don't know.
first of all, I'm not really a big fan of her, but congrats to her in London on the track.
Wow.
I'm not a big. Is that
Wait,
is that
no,
Summer
that's
Walker's
SZA.
name?
No.
Oh, I thought it was
I'm
Summer
always-
Walker. She'll take that.
Wait.
I thought that was
That's
Jhene
SZA.
Aiko.
That is
That's
okay. I
SZA.
do like.
That
I like
is
SZA. I like SZA. I thought you were talking about the girl and take baths. Summer does not.
Okay, y'all. Well,
Summer Walker doesn't take. Go look at her.
we appreciate y'all for tuning into this episode of I'm in Control.
Like Dad would say, "You smell sour."
Raise your hand if you're sure. I'm not sure. Okay, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning into
Let me do our little
this episode of I'm in Control podcast. Misha, please tell them how they can, watch us, listen to us, and follow us on socials.
If you have a smartphone, like
Girl.
shout out Beyonce Ivy Park. Not everybody's
Came from
able.
5 and below.
It did. I'm in Control on Insta is at I am the letter N CTRL podcast at I'm in Control podcast on Insta. That's also our YouTube. Same thing at I am in CTRL
You sure?
podcast. I believe so.
Look at the link tree. Just link in the bio.
First of all, at JNAE77 on Insta, at Misha _08, and at The Charity E on Insta. We're all going to have our link in the bio. Also at June Speak on Insta. I think her page is private, but just ask the request to follow her.
She's gonna say no.
She's probably going to block you.
No new friends.
No, on
No new friends.
it seems to be on YouTube where I'm in the actual Word Control podcast.
Oh, my bad.
Okay,
So
I'm
the
the
spell
letter
out the letter, the word IN CTRL.
Ma'am.
Read it.
Okay,
girl.
let me.
Read it, Joe. Read
I
it.
literally just said it's I'm the letter N Control podcast, and that's how you can find us on YouTube. On Spotify, and
Watch
on Apple.
us, listen.
Yeah,
Subscribe.
y'all. This ending was a hot mess.
Wait
God.
a minute.
We're not gonna get
Wait a
that.
minute. Please, instead of texting us, we appreciate
Oh,
it.
yeah, we love the comments.
Please comment on YouTube, like and comment and
share.
subscribe,
Share,
all
all
of that. We appreciate all the positive feedback that
But
we're
don't
getting.
text us.
You
leave
can text
leave a
me, but
comment.
also comment.
Nope, nobody's texting me.
Oh.
Okay, well, hey,
'Cause you're
y'all,
not
we
that
gonna
poppin',
catch, we gonna,
like I said.
we gonna catch y'all next episode. We out.
Bye.